Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. When last we left off, we've managed to find an escape vehicle. Unfortunately, it only has 3 wheels, but we happen to have a spare one right here, that hopefully is compatible with the ones already on the van. Let's go and give the Keymaster the good news, shall we? After, of course, we've shown him all the items that we picked up, including that spare wheel. I imagine he's going to have a few questions as to why we're lugging that around. First things first though, let's show him the rake. It's quite a nice rake, don't you think?
I've got a rake here, but I'd rather not give it to you. You could go and poke a guard's eyes out with it.
This is obviously a worst-case scenario that you should prevent both me and the guard from experiencing.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or serious, but either way, I'm not going to give that to you, just in case. What about the jumper cable?
I've got a jumper cable here, but I'd rather not give it to you. You could strangle a guard with it.
Yes, the danger of that is extremely high. You'd better keep the cable, honey.
Oh, don't worry, we will. Mainly because we've used the jumper cable for 0 puzzles so far. It's pretty much guaranteed that we'll have to use it at some point while we're fixing up the car. Now let's show you the wrench. We really don't need to use our imagination to guess how you could use this for ill.
I've got a wrench here, but I'd rather not give it to you. You could crack a guard's skull with it.
Your imagination either reveals a wise sense of caution or your paranoid delusions.
I'm definitely going with the former here. And finally, let us show you the spare tire.
I already collected a wheel for our escape car.
Very nice. All we need now are 3 more. A motor and a chassis.
Well, I've got good news for you, Keymaster. We have all of those already. In fact, we have a van.
I found a van.
Have you now? Good. So the hopes I put in you weren't all for naught.
It's in the motor pool garage.
You go right ahead. We'll meet there.
Oh, you still doubt, Keymaster, but you shouldn't. You should never doubt Edna's resourcefulness. Let us make the quick journey down to the garage and wait for the Keymaster there. It's just a quick jaunt over here, and my, can you get through this place quickly once you've unlocked all the doors. Let's go.
Oh, you're already here.
Yes, I am. This is a pretty nice ride you found here. Except, not only is a rear wheel missing, the motor won't start. I think it's the wiring. But I'm not an expert.
So what are we going to do?
Good question.
Indeed it is, and I really have to question how you got here first. Is there a way out of the asylum that you know that you haven't told us, or did you just teleport here? Or are you here because the plot demands that you are? Also, I hope that hair doesn't get in the way of your vision when you're driving us out of here. I hope that's not ominous foreshadowing. Let's talk to you and see if you have any new dialogue.
I'm back again.
Back again? We haven't left since we last spoke with him.
Can we take off now?
Not yet. We'll have to get the motor running first. We'll need an expert for that. Somebody who knows his way around electricity. And we're still short a back tire. You'll have to find a replacement. And some kind of car jack. After all that has been dealt with, then we can tackle the issue of the main gate.
There are still so many things that we need to sort, but we do know somebody who knows a lot about electricity. Alaman. And we can reach him quite easily. Let's actually ask this and see if there's any new dialogue for us asking again.
What am I supposed to do again?
We'll have to get the motor running first. We'll need an expert for that. Somebody who knows. And you'll have to. And some. After all that has been.
Nothing new there. Let's ask for some more specific instructions.
What are we going to do about the missing rear tire?
I'm pretty confident you'll be able to muster up a spare.
Oh, we've already done that.
What are we going to do about the engine trouble?
I think it's the ignition. We'll need an expert for that. Somebody who knows his way around electricity.
That'll be Alaman. What about the gate, though?
How can I open the main gate?
The only way to open it is with a button in the watchtower. But the watchman is a real brute, I'm afraid. You won't get past him easily. You'll have to be creative.
I have an idea as to how I'm going to do that, and it involves one of the things that I saw in the stairwell. Before we think about solving any of these puzzles, we're going to show the keymaster for jumper cables. Maybe he can start up the engine by himself.
This here could certainly be of help.
Now that's what I call clever. But as far as I know, you need a charged energy source to generate power. Maybe we should ask an expert.
Don't worry, we can just connect this jumper cable up to something in the kitchen. That'll be fine, right? That cable is certainly long enough, it's definitely not long enough. Let's also show him a tire, because I feel there'll be dialogue for that.
I got us a spare tire.
Very good. Igor, all we need now is some kind of a car jack.
And I don't know where we're going to get one of them. So let's go and do the one thing that I do know how to do, which is tell Alaman that we have an escape vehicle. He did tell us to let him know when we had one. Also, I shouldn't pop in here right now because the driver's going to be in the main entrance area. Let us instead get him out by, we'll use the pinking shears on the sedan. Why not? I know why not, because it makes that screeching noise. Let us instead just try and use it.
Uh-oh.
Distraction away!
Who was that?
Oh, it was no one, just us trying to get back into the building. You'd think that with the number of times the car alarm has gone off that somebody else would check out what's going on, but it seems almost everyone is busy, and that's handy for us. Hopefully Alaman is still in here. And Alaman is, and while I'm thinking about it, let's show him some of the items that we've accumulated since we last spoke with him. We should probably save before we do that, just in case we lose one of them. It's not likely, but you never know. There we go. We'll start by showing him the straw.
Do you need a straw?
No. Cosmic oscillation has too low a frequency for that.
You're quite a strange fellow, Alu.
He has no use for the straw. What about the rake?
Do you want a rake?
You won't stop until you've tried everything, will you?
That shouldn't make you wonder. There's a soundbite for every combination, after all.
Or most of the combinations. Sometimes you just say that you don't know what to do. But maybe that in itself is a soundbite. Just one with no sound.
Could we speed things up with this?
Oh, no thanks. It's quite okay to eat cosmic rays with your fingers. It seems to be a good cable, though. Why don't you just keep it? It might come in handy at some point.
Oh, game, you with your not-so-subtle hinting. What about the wrench?
Not a chance. He's screwed up in ways that a wrench won't fix.
And finally, let's show him the tire.
I won't offer it to him. He has his own spare tire around his waist.
Now let us tell him the good news. We found an escape vehicle.
Hello, Alu, old champ.
Ah, hello, Edna. Still trying to break out?
That we are, and we have an escape vehicle.
We have an escape vehicle, but we'll need your help.
Yes, yes. Aluman saves the day again. How can I be of help?
The motor won't start. It's the ignition. And since you know your way around electricity, I thought...
All right, all right. Where did you say the car was?
It's in the open garage at the motor pool, next to the back door.
Okie dokie. I'll have a look at it then.
Marvelous. And what's that on the screen? That seems quite important. Oh, that's very important. If that's not used to solve a puzzle, I'll be very surprised. Let's leave this and head back down. Got to make sure I remember where those are, as best I can anyway. Does look kind of vague in the positioning of those fingerprints. Let's head over and see if he's managed to get the van working. I hope so.
Hey, hasn't Aluman arrived yet?
He popped in briefly. He took a quick peek under the hood, then he cried for a short time, and off he went again. I believe he's sitting in the garden now, meditating.
Well, that's not good. Let's go and see if we can talk to him. The way is just this way. There he is. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if the look thing says anything different first.
Alu is quite the relaxed type.
Oh, that he is. Hello.
Hey, Alu.
Ah, Edna. How nice to see you.
Indeed. Why aren't you with the car?
What's up? Why aren't you with the car?
I was already there and took a quick look at the situation. The battery's dead.
And there's nothing you can do?
That's not what I said. I think I'll be able to recharge the battery.
Great! What exactly is your plan?
I'll charge it with positive energy.
I see. Positive energy, is it? Well, yeah. That...
You have to have faith, Edna. How can I accumulate the necessary positive energy without faith?
Isn't there any other way?
It's either positive energy or staying here.
I think we're going to need a little bit more than positive energy to get the battery working. Call it a hunch. Or science.
I've heard they serve free quiche in the garage.
Nice try. But I feed exclusively on cosmic energy. And in order to get the motor running, I need a big serving of it.
What if it's cosmic energy flavored quiche? Would you then come and eat it? No, you probably wouldn't.
We want to take off. Get with it.
Take it easy, child.
That's not going to work. What about this one?
I have a vision of you and me walking to the car.
It is the future, you see.
That means it's not the present, and that means you're not going to come right away. Alas.
Nice spot you've picked out.
Yes, there is no better place to meditate.
Why not?
The Zen garden provides me with cosmic energy, but it's not flowing very well today. The stones are not vibrating in tune with me.
Can I help you in any way?
If you can manage to get the stones vibrating in unison with me, I'll definitely be able to charge myself with positive chi much faster.
Whatever that means.
Oh, I know exactly what that means, Edna. That was a very not subtle hint. We need to do something with this, and I think I know what.
What is it we're waiting for again?
In order to get the motor running, I'll have to be completely zen. Unfortunately, the stones are not vibrating in unison with my chakras.
Sacre bleu.
Indeed.
Can't we speed up the process in any way?
Align the stones in the right order. They have to vibrate in phase with my aura.
Now I definitely know what I have to do. Not.
Oh, I definitely do. Don't worry, Edna.
I'll be on my way.
See you later.
We need to do something with the Zen garden.
This is the perfect place for my rake.
That it is. Now let us move these so that they're roughly in the right place for what we saw on the television. Now there was definitely one about here. And there was one here. Then we need to move... There was one about... there. One about... not there. Here? That's a little too far down. There? Now that looks roughly like the layout on the television screen, but we are missing something. You know what we're missing? The wavy lines from the telly.
Wow. It emanates an incredible calm now.
That it does! Aha! That was a lot easier than I thought it would be, which means that hopefully you can recharge exceptionally fast. It looks pretty much exactly like the television screen, and you were getting cosmic energy off that, so hopefully this will be sufficient. Do we still have our rake? We do still have our rake. Marvelous.
Hey, Alu.
Ah, Edna. How nice to see you.
Indeed. Can we... yes, we can. We can ask about the pattern.
What do you think about the pattern that I've raked?
What? This is exactly what I needed. It vibrates in unison with my chi. I feel the energy flowing into me. You go ahead to the car. I'll be waiting there.
You mean you'll follow?
No, I'm already there.
You're also able to teleport?
Yes, it's either that, or Pokey was too lazy to draw an animation.
It could be either one. Place your bets, everyone. We won't find out which one it is either way. But there is Alaman. Let's have a conversation with him now he's here.
Can we get started now?
I need a jumper cable. Do you have one?
That we do. Let's give it to you.
Would that be of any help?
That is exactly what I need.
The motor is running. It really is.
What did you think? Of course it's running.
Edna, now it's your turn again. We need a spare tire and a car jack or something similar.
We already have a spare tire. We just need that car jack. And as a note, don't do what Alaman is doing right now. Not safe whatsoever. He can do it because he's charged with cosmic energy and he isn't real. Now let's think. Car jack. That could be one of two things. That could either be, also we don't have the jumper cable anymore, that could either be something that we find for our inventory or someone lifting up the vehicle. And I think I know where most of the people are at the moment. They are in the dining area eating. So let's go and... Ooh, I should probably set off the alarm first, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. And that involves poking the sedan.
Uh-oh.
Who was that?
You really should be cottoning on to what we're doing right now. But every time you don't is another opportunity we have to get inside. And I'm going to save before we go into this room, because for all we know, we could get into some bother. I have been told that there can be issues with the kitchen at this point, so it's better to be safe rather than sorry. Let us save and pop in. Uh-oh. Looks like this person's looking directly at us, and yet doesn't seem to care. Curious.
He looks busy.
That he does. He also looks very, very bored.
Yes, I'd like one of those for my kitchen at home, too. Of course, I'd need a home first.
That you would.
Pocket Chef, now with a handle.
How handy! What do you think about the chef, Harvey?
Perhaps you want to give it a try?
Well, all right. Grr, 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 grr. Grr, grr.
What's up? What's he saying?
His nose is out of joint because his part only allows him to utter growling noises.
That's understandable.
Alas, that is your fate. And so, when we come back, folks, we will speak to the cook after, of course, using all of our inventory items on him. Maybe he would like the cornflakes. By the time we're probably done with that, the thing that he's cutting up will be a fine mist that will just blow away in the breeze. Breeze that comes when we open the door to leave. You really should stop cutting that. You really should. But you won't. You won't. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.